Hey everybody, how you guys doing today? I haven't spoken yet. As you guys probably know, Ant-Man and the Wasp has just recently been released, and I have two reviews on it on the channel. And my major takeaway from the film is it's good, it's fun, but you don't need it in order to enjoy and understand the rest of the MCU. And that had me thinking, the first Ant-Man was a lot like that too. You didn't need it. And that kept me thinking, which movies actually matter? Well, luckily for you, I'm going to break down this 20 film empire into a bite-sized bits for you. I didn't plan that sentence out before I said it, but I'm going to consolidate it into a singular film line that you need to watch if you want to understand everything the MCU needs you to understand. So the first movie that you're actually going to have to watch is Captain America: The First Avenger. Not just because it takes place the earliest, but it does introduce the first of what we came to know as the Infinity Stones. Second is going to be Iron Man. You knew it was going to be Iron Man. Iron Man starts this universe and introduces you to the major ideas that they have, and it's the very first film to say the word Avenger. Next, you're going to be needing Thor, the first Thor movie, only because it sets up Loki. Apart from that, you don't need a whole lot that the movie offers you. I don't really recommend watching it recreationally. At least, I don't enjoy it enough to be doing stuff like that, but you might, so if that's your cup of tea, go ahead and drink it. Next up, of course, the very first team-up film, The Avengers. That's important for duh. I mean, it reintroduces the first Infinity Stone, and then it gives you the Avengers. I don't think I need to explain. Oh, Thanos. That's the very first time you ever see Thanos. Duh. Then, unfortunately, you're going to need Thor: The Dark World. Only because it introduces yet another Infinity Stone and the Collector. It gives you the Reality Stone, and it's a very bad film. I wanted to leave it out just because I don't like it, but unfortunately, in order to understand what that red thing is, you have to watch this one. Captain America: The Winter Soldier. You're going to notice Captain America is the only one that's got his entire trilogy on here. The Winter Soldier, because it shows the destruction of S.H.I.E.L.D. and Hydra, which carries over into Avengers 5, into Avengers 2. I'm stupid. And it also introduces Bucky, the character that's going to be a major staple in Captain America's journey for the rest of the MCU. Now, Avengers: Age of Ultron, also a film that I really don't like, but it gives you another look at Thanos, and it says Infinity Stones for the very first time. It reveals to you that the Mind Stone was in Loki's scepter, and now there's Vision, and there's all these other things. It just kind of happens, so you're going to need that one as well, even though I hate it. Guardians of the Galaxy introduces another Infinity Stone, the Power Stone, and it actually lets you hear Thanos for a while. He's like, I will bathe the starways in your blood. It's pretty cool. Pretty scary guy. But apart from that, there's really nothing all that important. You do see the Collector again, and Benicio del Toro is always a win, but the movie itself doesn't have all that much substance to carry it forward. Alright, next, Captain America: Civil War. It shows the destabilization of the Avengers. And it introduces Black Panther and Spider-Man. And the destabilization of the Avengers is a thing that kind of carries over into Infinity War, so yeah, it matters. Doctor Strange. Duh. Time Stone, Benjamin Jumpkin Patch. Of course you need that movie. Why would you ever think that you don't need to watch a Benedict Cumberbatch movie? You always need to watch a Benedict Cumberbatch movie. Duh. Except for The Hobbit. You don't need The Hobbit. That's okay. Watch, like, Doctor Strange or something. Or if you've already seen Doctor Strange, you could also watch Doctor Strange. That's always an option. Ironically enough, none of the films from 2017 actually matter. If you want to understand where the Iron Spider suit came from, just watch the very end of Spider-Man Homecoming. But you don't need Spider-Man Homecoming, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, or Thor Ragnarok, mainly because they give you a plot synopsis of Ragnarok and Volume 2 within the first half hour of Infinity War. The first time Thor and the Guardians meet, they recap what they did last year. So neither of these films are all that important. In fact, I think they were kind of counting on you to not have seen it, and that's why they were explaining what happened in such length. But you can really just skip right on ahead to Infinity War. Yeah, Infinity War. That's the consolidation of the last 10 years of effort. And I know it feels weird skipping over movies, but honestly, the ones that I didn't mention don't need to be a part of this marathon that you do. They don't matter. Black Panther, the only thing that happens in it that affects the MCU is they open Wakanda to the rest of the world. And they mentioned that in Infinity War. It was a throwaway line, but Okoye was like, when we open Wakanda to the rest of the world, I thought we would get like a Starbucks or something. Bam. That's Black Panther in a nutshell. They open Wakanda. Nothing else comes up. I mean, if you want to see more Bucky, then yeah, but that's it. That's all you really need. And moving forward, I really don't expect Captain Marvel to be all of that necessary to your enjoyment experience of Avengers 4, mainly because it takes place 20 years ago. If it took place a little bit more recently, then I could see it directly correlating with Avengers 4, but it just isn't gonna happen that way. It can't be set that far in the past and then matter. But Avengers 4, I don't see Spider-Man Far From Home being all that important. But yeah. So to recap, Cap 1, Iron Man, Thor, Avengers. Cap 2, Thor 2, Avengers 2, Guardians 1, Cap 3, Doctor Strange, Avengers 3.